Many persons with disabilities face crises and moments of distress, and that causes a lot of suffering, and so we need to find more human solutions to support these persons that are in a process and they need to find ways to go through their crisis. It's not longer acceptable, I think, is that people with disabilities don't have other options, and that the only response has to be a response that is violent and coercive. This is very important to have opportunities for people that is in need of having spaces of freedom and to be able to find the support that they need with peer support, and also with a place in which they are not forced to stay or forced to follow any kind of treatment. This is what we are looking for. We want to see more and more these kind of responses to be scaled up, instead of having always to send persons with disabilities to psychiatric institutions to receive treatment when they have a crisis, and especially when they don't want to receive that medication. So the most important thing is how participatory it is, how the persons themselves are the ones being in charge of the activities, of the decisions, how you have peers also taking the lead and supporting the person when the person needs support. And that doesn't mean that at some point a person with a disability might say, I want to go and see a doctor, and that is perfectly fine, but it's voluntary, right? But also, if I say I'm in a moment of distress, I don't want to be locked up in a room in a hospital. I want to have an opportunity to come and leave my crisis in a different way. And what evidence is showing is that these kind of responses work much better in the long term and in the short term. And this is what we need to be able to show, and this is why I'm here also, to learn us how these experiences work in here in France. Convincing policymakers on this works. It is a process also to engage with the local authorities to show them the difference between people that it's free to decide and free to recover their humanity, and those that are not, right? I think it's also a matter of demonstrating that the investment is worth, because it might be less expensive. It might also have people to be reintegrated in the society in a better way, and so it will cost less also. So you have to build a lot of the arguments, and this is what we internationally are trying to do.